Hi and welcome back, and I'm just showing you the remnants of our tents after we came back from our Homehead camping trip. Myself and the boys went for a few days to meet up with another lot of Homehead children and parents at a campsite, and it was great fun, but apart from the weather, which was horrendous. So I just thought I'd show you how bad it was. This wasn't our tent, and there's another one. There's a couple of other tents that were quite hilarious. Well, not hilarious for the people that were there, but yeah, a lot of people abandoned their tents. But to be fair, there was some days when it was actually quite nice, and this is one of them. And also, I had to get in some of the farm because we were actually on a farm campsite, and yep, here's some of their farms milking cows. So we had a good time. So it wasn't long before we got back home and back to reality. So this is one of our neighbouring farmers. Some of the sheep we've gathered in. We've gathered in some of theirs that have gone into our fields. So he's come to pick his sheep up, and we're moving some sheep now. So we seem to be on a never-ending cycle of moving cows around and sheep around. But these cows, we're bringing them back in. We did sort them off the moss, which is the field behind, across the road. And yeah, so I'm pointing out there. But yeah, so we gathered them in because we're selling them tomorrow. So we brought them in. We're going to sort them out and get ready for the auction tomorrow. So while I was waiting for some more cows to come up, I just thought I'd show you the inside of our tent. This is how bad it was. It was so muddy towards the end. Here they are. I'm probably not going to move now as I'm stood here. I may have to move. Come on! Come on! Come on! They're usually quite good. Do come to your voice. And in the lead is Fancy Pants. Go on. There's Tiger. Nobleman, and I'm just standing here because we're wanting him. Wow. Oh look. Got slightly distracted by the plane. Yeah, so Nobleman's getting let go. There's another one. Wow. Nobleman, don't knock the tree down. So he and a few of his ladies, there's 6 of them here, is there? They're going to let go. He's going to go with them, and hopefully they'll get bulled and being cut off back end. So Elliot's up at the top, and we're just sending him over the bridge. So that's 4 jets we've just had over, and there's Cloud, the white one at the back, and then they're going to go up the top of the field, up to about there, cross over, and then go right over behind those woods over there. And there's another one. That's 6 now. That's mad. We normally only get 2. There seems to be increased activity. So we're actually across the road on the moss, and I'm just giving you a quick look round. And yeah, so one of the cows, or well actually a couple of cows, jumped over this part of the fence here. As you can see, they've knocked it over, and it's starting to team it down. And David and I have got fencing duties to do, which is a bit of a nightmare when it's throwing it down. But we have to get this fencing up because, as you can see, there's a main road in between the farm and the moss. So here's David, he's just nipped his finger. I don't even know why I took a picture, but anyway. So on the same land, but a bit further back, we're bringing all the cows and Nobleman, the bull, back in. He's been on walkabout, and so we're bringing him back in to sort him off, to make him a little group of females and put him in a different location altogether. And then what we've done, we've got another bull, a limousine bull, and he's coming back out onto this same land with these cows. So you'll probably see him shortly, probably on the next video. So what we're doing is we're basically pushing them through here, up to the right, up over the hill, and then back under the underpass, which you've probably seen quite a few times, where we've got the water rail, where we've mended the water rails, and also where the dogs and the cows use as their watering area. So we're just pushing them through nice and steady, just so they don't split, and then we'll get them all sorted up again. So as the cows are venturing right before they go over the hill, that's where there's the gutter, and you've seen on previous, I think there's a previous video where a cow did actually go down into it and got itself stuck. So this is where the gutter area is in location to this field. So I couldn't actually film all the way around the gutter area because it's so bumpy, but we're now on top of the hill coming down to the underpass, which you can see on the left. So we're back in the yards, and there's Nobleman in the back giving me a funny look. You're probably wondering what's going on and why all his ladies are in here, not on the moss. So we're just bringing them all in here, sorting them all out, and making sure that we know who's with him, and then we're going to move him into a different location so that he can behave himself. So it's all quiet on the western front so far in the pens, but Nobleman has spotted a cow that's obviously bulling. Bulling, if you're not a farmer, means the cow's in season, ready to mate. So he's kind of getting in place, but I didn't actually film him bullying her. I think we missed it, but yeah, so there's definitely some coming a bulling in here. So we've got them all sorted, and here's David and myself. We've taken them back up the front field and back under the underpass. This is where they are now. They're actually coming up from the underpass back over onto the moss for the evening. So and they're going to be waiting over there for their new boyfriend, their new limousine bull, to join them shortly. But yeah, it was a nice evening. Everything was pretty quiet, and the cows went up the field, no problem at all. So that was a good end to the day. So the following morning, the scrap man gave us a call and asked us if we'd got any scrap available. So here's David, myself and Elliot actually grabbing some scrap. So I'm in the Merlot and just had to pull the Mighty Johnny off because it wouldn't work. So David's just packing some shavings in the horses, and I'm in here, and I'm hoping that this gets sorted because my window is broken. I didn't do it, I may add. Yeah, and all this needs cleaning up for book raking. So I've got quite a few jobs to do. But we haven't actually started doing the grass yet, so... But the sun is out, which is a bonus. And I'm hoping that the grass is going to grow, and then we can start doing our grass for this year. Ours is always later than everybody else's. We seem to be like in a little bit of a microclimate. These are the tyres that we use on top of the pit to flatten the pit down, to squash it down, to help it ferment.